Hi everyone, it's Shelly with Shelly's Creative Crafts. Welcome back. As usual, I finished another journal and wanted to share it with you guys, and let's just jump right on in. So this one is also a 3 signature journal that has a lot of character going on here in the front. I did just a little decoupage down here in the bottom, another one of those button toggle closures, and then just a little tiny bit of bling on the front cover, and again 3 signatures, and then the back I just left blank. The back I always tie in a bow whenever I do the toggle closures like this, because that way you can obviously make the bow, bigger or smaller depending on how big the journal gets. And so this just slides right off just like this, and just slide it off. And then the front page is a book page that I did, pardon me, and filled it with a bunch of goodies here, just some journaling cards and note cards and real pretty ephemera that I have. Goodness, pardon me. And then the front page is just some scrapbooking paper. I didn't do a ton of pockets on this one because I wanted to leave it more blank for writing and that sort of thing, more scrapbooking. But what I did do is I did do a lot of side embellished paper clips. So I have this one that just has a real pretty tag behind it that I made that just kind of tucks in there. And then this, of course, is the side paper clip, and then just some stamping with some real pretty corner stamps that I have. Again, some more stamping. And then this is some graph paper, obviously, and it's real thin, so I didn't do the coffee dyeing on this one because I didn't want to, wear down the paper. And then again, more coffee dyed paper. This right here, this reminds me of the Big Chief tablet that I had when I was a kid, and so I couldn't pass that up. And then this is some more scrapbooking paper with a real pretty lace embellishment that came, pardon me, from an estate sale that was gifted to me. And then I love these little yarn holders here, and so I just recycled one basically, and then put the yarn on it and a little button, and I just thought that was a cute little embellishment down in the bottom. Again, more scrapbooking paper. Maybe put a photo here, or just anything journal. Again, I just tried to leave it very, very blank and very not a lot of things going on with respect to kind of getting in the way of writing. Some old vintage lace that I have. Again, just some top washi tape and that sort of thing. The back side of that scrapbooking paper, and more blank paper. And then, of course, the other side of that Big Chief tablet there. This is just a top embellishment with just some more of that graph paper, more coffee dyed paper and stamping. And then the other side of that scrapbooking paper there. And then the front, or the second signature, again, another sideways embellished paper clip. And then this one is just a journaling card that I made, did some decoupage on. And then this bird picture here, it's actually a fussy cut image that was given to me, and it's super duper old. I can't even imagine. I would probably say maybe 1940s. So it's really, really old, but I thought it was really pretty, so I had to incorporate that in. More scrapbooking paper. This one does have a little bit darker background, but I thought it'd be pretty to put, maybe a picture on. This right here is some old vintage wrapping paper, and then another sideways embellished paper clip with a real pretty tag that I made, and just did some stenciling and some decoupage on, so that just kind of tucks right back in there. And then a little bit more scrapbooking paper. And then these are just little, they're actually little post-it notes, but I actually tack them down so that, you could jot down little notes on them. And then just a little bit of eyelash yarn. on the side just to give it a little bit of dimension or a little texture, more of that blank paper. And then this right here is a 4-way pocket essentially. It's a cupcake liner, and turned it into a pocket and put all these little goodies in there. So some tags, and then you know, obviously you can stick quite a lot in there actually. And then just some more scrapbooking paper, just some old vintage lace. And then I have more stamping, more pretty stamping, and then more stamping, some more old vintage lace and things that I have, just to kind of do a bottom embellishment down there. And then more scrapbooking paper, just more blank paper, and then more of that graph paper, the back side of that scrapbooking paper, the back side of that old vintage wrapping paper that I have, and then just the third signature here now. And then we have just more blank paper, more embellishments on the sides, more of that paper, a little bit more embellishments here, another sideways paper clip. This one says happy, and just put some little trim on it. And then, pardon me, some more paper, scrapbooking paper. And then this is some stenciling. And then this is actually not, you could actually do this either way. It could go sideways, it could go, you know, straight down. But this is just a bead that I made and put it on the end of the paper clip along with a real pretty tag. And it is blank for journaling on the other side. And it just says Imagine, and I just thought it was really pretty. More of that graph paper. And then here is a little tuck or a little pocket that just has a tag that I made out of some alcohol inks, and put a little bird on it, and just thought that was really cute. And then a music paper pocket. This is one of the Share Memory with Love cards. So that obviously can be filled up with something else once that's used up. And then of course the back side of that real pretty scrapbooking paper. And then more blank paper. Again, more blank paper and stamping. This is some washi that I have, and I incorporated that in. And then the back pocket here is a little bit bigger, so that's really good because it'll actually hold quite a bit. And then this right here is an envelope actually that I made into like a little tablet. So that goes in there. And then of course these are just a little bit, a few more journaling cards and that sort of thing, with a little bit of decoupage and, you know, just some sewing and all sorts of things like that. So this will be listed here shortly in my shop, and it is Classic Finds for Less. And like I said, it will be listed. I'll have all of the dimensions and all of the, you know, number of pages and all of that. But this will be in my shop shortly. So I hope you'll be on the lookout for that. And I definitely thank you for tuning in. Thanks so much. And I hope you're having a great weekend. Bye-bye.